What's good, be my family? So, first things first, we gotta be careful. These tethers are figuring out. As you can see in the caption, Buddy's Haitian, so they find a way to shrink the head forehead real quick. So we gotta be real mindful, real careful, and start asking extra questions. All right, now that we know they're trying to cosplay even harder. And to my FBA fam, we are still having a block party because
Okay, so I'm kind of confused. Help me not be a raccoon, okay? So a grown Asian man.
Can I get a menu?
we got time for nonsense. We ain't got time for people to be playing. We ain't got time for people to be disrespecting us. We're done with all that. I'm going to keep showing we blocking folk, and we calling out the
African nail shop cosplaying Black Americans. Patronizing their business is building Africa, not our community.
And I'm here with the owner, Phyllis.
Hi everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's been great knowing her, and she's been coming here and getting her nails done, and she's helping us with advertising. So this is my shop. For the people that are asking if it's Black owned, yes, it is. This is my shop, and we have a couple of Black tags. We're actually 6 tags in the shop right now. So it's summertime. Please come in, come visit us at Nails and Things. We're a small team, we're growing, and we're hoping to get better. So please come visit us. Thank you so much.
we not falling for it.
The Hood does not care about Black Americans. She doesn't care as long as they look Black. Shop the Hood is not somebody that Black Americans that are trying to complete the wealth transfer should be following or listening to.
And I shared that lady from Shop the Hood before. She popped up, and I was like, cool, okay, we on point. And but I also said, do your research, because I didn't have time to research every last person and everything I come across. But also that Good Foods brand. Shout out to the sister. I followed this sister on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, you gotta follow her. Yeah, cause she be on it. She be on a bumper.
Andrew Good, aka Andrew Johnson, is not Black American. They changed their names so that they could sound more Black American. So I feel like they already knew what was going on. Edwin Alois Johnson, I probably butchered that name because it's Jamaican, is not a Black American. So, majority of the profits from Good Foods is going back to Jamaica. Black Americans, FBAs, Good Foods is not Black American. I repeat, Good Foods is not Black Americans. Stop the tethers from lying about who they are, because when they lie about who they are, most of their profits go back to their home country. Andrew Good is Jamaican. Andrew Good is Jamaican.
Here's another cosplaying business that's like
Loco is falsely advertising that his business is Black American owned. It is not Black American owned. It is not a Black American owned business. He is false advertising. You can go look it up, and he is not a Black American. And a lot of the businesses that he has on there are not Black American owned businesses. You can go check it out for yourself. You do your fact checking. They are really trying to destiny swap with us. He put a lot of businesses on there that claim to be black owned that are not black owned. So they are really trying to take this wealth transfer away from us. They really came over here, treated us bad, still treating us bad. They're disrespecting us for our holiday. There are so many holidays that they have to celebrate, and we just chop cheese. Apparently, we understand not to celebrate theirs, but us?
Make sure y'all follow Cosmic Rich Girl 1111. So it's Cosmic Rich Girl and 4 1s.
Why by yourself?
Can I help?
No. No, thank you.
What do you need to do?
Why about yourself? Why about yourself?
See, we regulating everybody. Don't worry about if we got to use Amazon or Walmart or whoever for the time being. We got to gather our supplies, our materials, start small, work our way big. We've done it before, we'll do it again. There's a reason why Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood had a gang of millionaires within 10 years because they had to start small and they worked themselves up and they circulate their dollar within the community a gang of times before it ever had to leave out. But right now we're in a situation where we got to circulate a little bit of money out, and now we're starting to bring it back in little by little, step by step, day by day. We can become our own vendors, our own suppliers, and our own consumers. It's a process. It's not overnight, but we're going to get there for sure.
I thought this issue with the Asians was uniting Africans, Caribbeans, and Black Americans. But I'm seeing videos where, Black people are showing their beauty supply stores, and there's those weird FBA people in the comment section talking about, you're not Black, you're African. This is only for FBAs. We don't need y'all. So I'm telling Africans and Caribbeans, leave them. You see how all the Asian people united to go against Black people, and Black Americans still hadn't picked up on that. We are stronger united than divided. Leave them. Stop defending them. I'm going back to supporting the Asians. Fuck them niggas. They so fucking disrespectful and nasty, and they try to act like they're better than everyone. Leave them. The bitches already can't leave that fucking hair alone, so the boycott is a lost cause anyway.
Yes, please. Mind your tether business. Mind your tether business. Because who you supposed to be? Who you supposed to be? And what's so crazy, I've had more African women and women of other parts of the diaspora be so nasty to me for simply existing. I used to try to be nice and speak to them and everything else. But no, y'all treat us crazy. Now y'all want to unite. F y'all.
As y'all see, she's been killing it for the longest time. This has been on everybody's bumper. And I love it. I love seeing our B1 sisters out here standing 10 toes on FBA business, on lineage.
Y'all getting on my nerves. Y'all can't tell this is AI. This is AI. They are using AI to get our money that wasn't important to them.
I did the same thing. Y'all notice when I did my video, I showed, hey, they got all of them got the similar songs, similar stuff. Please help my failing black business. I was trying to pull up the heartstrings, particularly our sisters. We can't fall for that, all right? We got to shore up everything. Scrutinize everything and everybody, myself included. Don't let nobody off the hook, because if somebody's really standing on business, on the lineage, they going to stand 10 tones firm and answer questions. Hey, what's good? What you want to know? Well, who you get it to? I get my stuff from Be the Difference. Joy out there in Jersey City, New Jersey. What's good? Where do you get your stuff from? We can do that. I'm here. I am ready for all the smoke. We're gonna have a good time. I'm from Texas. We're gonna find out if you like barbecue or not. Now I'm just seeing this Tuesday. But I don't know who these two quote black activists are. B1 family, I'm pretty sure they tethers. Because we not on this type of time. I'm pretty sure they tethers. Because remember Ghana, and y'all probably seen that Ghana did some type of transatlantic slave trade reenactment nonsense. So yeah, B1 family, be real cautious of this, and Negroes who are like this. And speaking of tethers, shout out to the Tethers to TikTok page.
Have more PhDs than any other people in America.
The reason we are typically so successful is because Nigerians as a people as a whole are very competitive.
Stop it. You can't compete. The lie being pushed that Nigerian immigrants came to America and somehow surpassed foundational Black Americans in education overnight. That story is not history. That story is bad math.
Bethune-Cookman was founded in 1904 by the late Mary McLeod Bethune, a Negro born of slave parents. She built this school on land that was once the city's dump ground. They called it Hell's Hole, and she transformed it from that site to what it is today, with $1.50 in cash, faith in God, and faith in herself.
In 2024, about 46% of sub-Saharan African immigrants, age 25 and older, had a bachelor's degree or higher. Nigerian immigrants were around 67%, but that number reflects immigration selection and degree fraud. America often receives the people who already had the money, credentials, visas, or professional pathways to migrate, or people who purchase degrees. That is not the same thing as comparing one immigrant sample to an entire people who survived slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, underfunded schools, and employment discrimination inside America. Foundational Black Americans were building schools before most modern African and Caribbean migration to the United States even began. HBCUs were legally defined as institutions established before 1964 with the principal mission of educating Black Americans. Cheney began in 1837. Lincoln University opened in 1854. Wilberforce opened in 1856. That is before the Emancipation Proclamation, before the 1965 Immigration and Nationality Act, before the modern African immigrant population existed at scale in America. So let's stop playing games. Post-1965, African immigrants did not come to America and independently build the HBCU system. They inherited access to institutions foundational Black Americans had already fought, paid, prayed, sued, marched, and died to create. There is no competition. Stop comparing YMCA players to Jordan. Name one university founded by an African in America after 1965.
There's been a number of African leaders that were educated at HBCUs, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's how deep that history goes.
Yeah.
Is that pipeline is very strong.
HBCUs were critical.
Very
strong. For even Africans. You know, my dad, he went to HBCU as an African student in the 70s. So HBCUs were educating young African students.
Of course, yeah.
And some went back and became leaders. Well, a lot of them became leaders, right? So that's a big part we overlook in us. Even as Africans, we come here, we see Black History Month, we see Juneteenth, a lot of these holidays, MLK Day, and we kind of just like, okay, we don't take pro-action, we don't really actively participate, but we do have to, because if we even look at our own countries, some of our own leaders, a lot of our own parents' generations, the opportunities they had to gain an education, it was through HBCUs, the funding they provided.
So African immigrants do not numerically have more Black doctors, lawyers, engineers, educators, judges, business owners, clergy, or institution builders in America than foundational Black Americans. That would be mathematically impossible at population scale. African and Caribbean immigrants are about 5.6 million people. The Black population in America reached about 49.2 million in 2024.
As Nigerians going to an HBCU, right? It sounds like, okay, you guys really were feeling the difference between being African Americans and being Africans.
Especially for me, someone who's a little bit more Americanized in my African culture, I definitely feel like the differences were so drastic, because it'd be like, I'd talk about certain things and people would look at me like I'm from a third world country, and I'm just like, are you so serious right now?
Foundational Black Americans were building clinics, hospitals, law practices, banks, libraries, colleges, newspapers, churches, mutual aid societies, and civil rights organizations generations before the modern immigration wave. Provident Hospital, founded in Chicago in 1891, by Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, was the first Black-owned and operated hospital in the United States. The True Reformers Bank received its charter in 1888, becoming the first Black-owned bank in America. Black public library leadership was already emerging by the early 1900s, with Thomas Fountain Blue recognized as the first African American to head a public library system. So the real lesson is this: do not mistake a visa filter for superiority. Do not mistake recent arrival for foundation. Do not mistake fraud as success. Do not walk into a house somebody else built and declare yourself the architect. And if that makes people uncomfortable, good, because the lie was comfortable. The lie said foundational Black Americans were behind. The facts say foundational Black Americans were building, while others had not even arrived yet. So before anybody lectures Black Americans about education, achievement, or discipline, learn whose institutions made your opportunity possible.
And yes, I do use the red, black, and green. Some of us are still Pan-Africans or on that type of energy, and they could be them being funny and being facetious. However, they've been on code. The messaging has been on code on that page. Now, when it becomes off code, until then, I'm gonna rock with them. Now, when it's off code, I'm gonna call it out. Best believe. And we're gonna close out this beautiful FBA sister. Did something dope with some makeup. Got the Black American Heritage flag, and she put it on her face. It looks classy. It looks amazing. And FBA sister, y'all just bad like that. Y'all got it like that.